Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm going to be starting off with my Revlon Color Stay Foundation applied with a Wet Beauty blender. And I'm using the Wet Beauty blender today just because my skin hasn't been the greatest lately and I feel like I can give myself a little bit more coverage this way without it really building up too much and looking cakey. And then after I've applied that, I just take my Real Techniques buffing brush and use the rest of the product from the back of my hand just to make sure it's nice and even. So to highlight, I'm going to be using this concealer quad from Coastal Scents, and I'm going to be using the yellow shade on a flat panel concealer brush. So I'm going to put that down underneath my eyes, my forehead, bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and chin. Now I got this product on a Black Friday deal and just ordered the whole set to see what they were like, and I seriously love them so much. Got a great range of shades, and the consistency, it doesn't settle into lines, it doesn't crease, I just love it. So I'm putting the MAC Prep and Prime on top of that to help it blend out a little bit better, and I'm going to blend that in with a Real Techniques setting brush. Now I'm just taking this light powder and I'm going to use that to set the concealer under my eyes. Taking a spoolie brush, I'm just going to remove any product that's in my eyebrows before I start putting down the gel eyeliner. I'm just using a flat angle brush. This one's from Sally Beauty Supply, and I have a video on my eyebrows so you can watch that if you want a more in-depth tutorial. Then I'm just going to carve out my brow with the Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer. For the actual eyes themselves, I'm going to use this NYX white eyeshadow primer and just put that all over the lid up to the crease. I'm going to be using two colors to start with from this Coastal Scents palette that I have on a fluffy crease brush. And pick up both of those colors and then just start to blend it into the crease as a transition color. Taking a small smudging brush, I'm going to pick up this dark reddish brown from the palette, and what I'm doing here is looking at myself straight on, opening my eye really wide and making a dot above my crease where I can actually see the color, and then I'm using that as a guideline for drawing on this line, which is slightly above the crease and not in it. Then I'm just taking a little bit of the orange that I used earlier on a bullet brush to start blending out this color. And you want to make sure that you're blending upward, so this is going to be working towards your brow, not down onto the eyelid. And then just a fluffy blending brush without any product to start to really buff that out and give it the airbrush finish. So I'm going to be taking the NYX Jumbo Pen in Milk and using this on the eyelid, so taking it from the tear duct all the way out to the outer corner. And I'm just taking my fingertip and patting the product in. On top of the white, I'm taking this nude peach and pressing it on with a flat panel brush. With the small smudger brush, I'm taking the dark brown and a little bit of the black from the palette to draw a little wing extending from the outer corner of my eye and then connecting it up above in the crease to make a V. I'm softly blending with a pencil brush just to diffuse the color but still keep a really defined line. This is Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Eyeliner, just using that to draw a line on my upper lash line and follow the dark shadow to make a wing. I'm going to move on to contouring with this liquid concealer from NYX. I'm just going to draw the contours on right underneath my cheekbones, on my temples, and down the sides of my nose. This is kind of the most cumbersome part, the blending. I don't show you the whole thing just because it does take forever, so just keep blending and blending and blending and blending until the color is really soft and you can't see that straight line anymore. And then I use the Beauty Blender on the sides of my nose just to be a little bit more precise. Taking a matte bronzer, I'm just going to lay down some color on top of the contour and then just really buff it out. Putting on some cream blush right above the bronzer, and then I'm going to take MAC Peaches, my favorite, and put that right on top of the cream blush. Back to the eyes, just using a waterproof pencil on the upper lash line and waterproof gel liner on the waterline on the bottom. Now they're all lined, and I'm going to move on to the NYX Jumbo Pen again in Milk, and I'm going to put that right underneath my waterline. So it's on your skin right below your bottom lashes, and this is just going to be used to intensify this blue color that I'm using. It's just a mix of some random blues that I had. I'm just patting it right over the Jumbo Pen and then using a bullet brush to smooth it out. You can see how that white really makes the blue kind of pop out at you. So now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and use some setting powder, it's translucent, to blend everything together, using waterproof mascara on the upper and lower lashes. This is just a little cream highlighter from e.l.f. So I'm going to put that on my cheekbones and dab it in. Then I'm going to take a powder highlighter, it's a little shimmery, and just use this on the Cupid's bow and then lay it down on the other high points of my face. I'm just doing a neutral lip with this look, so this is a peach color, kind of like that one I pulled from the palette to use on the actual eyelid, and then I'm putting a NYX Nude Peach gloss on top of it. Alright, here's the completed look. I did use a setting spray on this just to finish it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.